Hello and a very good evening to everybody. A very special Friday night show today. We've got our opening meeting at Hillsville tomorrow. And of course, this is season 2, episode number 4. We've got a wonderful guest this evening. I call him the gentleman of picnic racing. If you know this guy, Tyson Barton, he's a sensational jockey and one of the real nice guys going around and one of the politest guys I've ever met. Tyson, thank you very much for joining us, mate. And you must be excited about the opening meeting tomorrow.
No, thanks for having me. Yeah, really excited for tomorrow. Hopefully we get some good weather, so it should be good.
So you've got 3 rides tomorrow.
Yep.
And look, you know, you can't give too much away, mate, but if you can let us all know, what do you expect of all 3 of them?
Stop asking for tips, Elbow.
No, hopefully they all perform well. But yeah, they're all nice rides, really.
No, exactly, mate. Exactly. And
don't give them too much a push because Elbo's $2 each way will slow them down.
That's about right. And Danny, you've obviously seen the fields like we all have. What's your thoughts of all the races tomorrow?
Look, it's good to see some nice sized fields. Obviously, a couple of them are, sort of 6 and 7s, but it's a nice start to the season, especially with all the other racing that we've got going on at the moment. There's plenty of races around the state. Really good to see that we haven't had any rain this week leading into Hillsville because, it's another tricky place. If they get a downpour, we have problem. But no, I think minusing the one race that's only got half a dozen in it, I think the fields have stood up pretty good with the noms and that. Yep, there's some dual acceptors between there and Mansfield, but hopefully, it'll stand up good. So it's great to see everyone back. Good luck.
Absolutely. And if anybody, there's been a few photos spread around on social media of the pictures of the Hillsville track. How good does it look? It looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good.
I think it's still a slow 5.
Under those trees there on a hot day and have a couple of bevies and watch all the horses gallop past.
That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So it's still rated as a slow 5. I wouldn't be surprised if it very quickly gets to a good 4.
It'd be interesting to see that. Like Hillsville always can sort of tend to stay a little bit soft through this time of the year, but there's a big chance it could upgrade, but it is quite soft under foot, so it may not shift, but there's a fair chance that it could too. So be interesting to see how the day plays out. There's soft patches over the back straight, so if that comes up firmer than what they first suspected, it will.
We'll certainly find out after race 1. Now, Tyson, my first question to you is, and we always ask this to people who come on the show that are involved in horse racing, how did you end up getting on the back of a horse and obviously becoming a track work jockey and then a picnic jockey?
It really started off from a young age. My mum used to train the racehorses, so I've been brought up around the racehorses from a young age. She gave that up probably when I was about 13 or 14, about that age. We kept a few of the racehorses Mum had at the time, and I used to ride them, just trail rides and all that kind of stuff. And then once I got to high school, it went on to like the show jumping and stuff like that, competing for high school. And then it wasn't until really I left high school where I started doing track work and that. So
you're quite tall for a jockey. In fact, at the picnic circuit, you're probably the tallest one going around. How tall are you?
Just over 6 foot. So I'm only just.
So you're actually taller than me.
Yeah.
Wow.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11". So do you have a problem with your weight, or do you seem to be able to sort of eat what you want, drink what you want, and it's pretty good?
No, I definitely struggle a bit, yeah. It definitely is. Normally, last season, it was normally to try and ride under 65, I have to sweat a fair bit on the morning of, which everyone knows it takes a bit out of you.
Now, you've recently got engaged to lovely Courtney. Anybody that saw the pictures on Facebook, it looked like you did it really well, mate. Did she? Was she very quick to say yes, or did she come back to you next week?
No, she was pretty quick to say. I think she was a bit shocked because she wasn't really expecting it. Yeah. But I think she's been waiting a fair while because we've been together 10 years now.
Oh, Tyson, you made her wait that long, mate.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
now, obviously, there's some big influences on your life and what you're doing in horse racing. Your wonderful brother Ben, lovely guy. He's a bit cheeky, but I love him.
yeah,
And your dad, superstar Greg.
yeah.
How much of an influence have they had? And obviously your mum on what you're doing in horse racing.
Yeah, no, they're big supporters of mine. Yeah, Ben tries his best to get to every meeting. He loves it.
He does.
Yeah, if you can't, I normally hear him cheering when I'm going past. So I can normally hear him.
He
If
does.
I'm getting close to winning, yeah, he does scream a bit.
He does.
But
And he quite often comes up and asks me for tips. I go, mate, you obviously don't know too much about me. I'm crap. Don't listen to my tips. Whatever I pick, don't back it. So
yeah,
generally it's asking how my horses are going to go. So no, he seems to
yeah,
go all right in the pun.
yeah. No, he really loves getting to the picnic meetings and yeah, trying to have a punt on a couple. Yeah,
He does. Now your dad
So,
had a broken leg last year.
yeah, yeah. Last year, yeah.
Now I heard a rumor that he upset you when you kicked him. Is there any truth to that rumor?
No, that's not true.
Of
No,
course it is.
he just he had a little slip and
He did.
yeah, just rolled the ankle and yeah, it snapped on him.
He was
He was out of action.
he was hobbling around at a lot of the meetings, mate. He looked like
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
struggling a bit.
Yeah, no, because he gives me with the horses and that he gives me a pretty big hand at getting the horses done. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
say, Tyson, you do a bit of work with the horses and that yourself off your own bat. So what are you doing with
yeah,
them? Where are they at and what are they doing? Because I know, is it a certain Carter Smith is your
yeah,
uncle? Is that
yeah.
correct?
Tony's my uncle. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you
So
work his horses? Have you got some in work for him or work with him?
yeah. So I'm assistant trainer with Tony, and
Yep.
yeah, so the horses are in Tony's name, and yeah, we just work together on having a few picnic horses. It's a bit of fun,
Yep.
really. Yeah.
So have you got suckered into the breeding side with any of them with him at all?
Nah, none of that side. No.
So your dad, so how are you related to Tony? Through your dad or your mum?
Mum. Yeah.
Mum.
So mum's sister. Yeah.
Does mum play with the horses anymore?
Yeah. She helps a local trainer at Kilmore here, so she's still active in the racing industry. So
Yep.
yeah,
So it's
good.
a racing family for you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So how many
And
horses have Tony got in work at the moment?
we just got the 3 at the moment.
Yep.
And then yeah, two are racing tomorrow.
Yep. So
Yeah.
the other
And
ones, you've got, how many have you got at Mansfield? Because you've got some heading there as well.
yeah, they're the same 2 that are in tomorrow. So I just yeah.
Yep.
I'll yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll go tomorrow instead of
Yep.
Mansfield.
Fair enough. No worries.
Tony has a very good
Yeah.
strike rate at the picnics, Danny. And I think I remember last year, Tyson would know this, last season, I think he had 5 runners at one stage or 5 starts for 4 wins.
Yes.
Is that about right?
These two have a very good strike rate at the picnics. They're pretty spot on where they place their horses, and they're pretty deadly when you come up against them.
All right.
So yeah, the other horse that he has a very good association with is obviously Femme Americaine, and she's also going around tomorrow too.
She's a ripper.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that ride, so
That's,
it should be good.
Yeah, she's a cracker.
She's still trained by Annie Goebel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Annie's still got her. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Has Annie
That's
got
right.
any other horses in work?
Yeah, Annie's got another one. She's racing at Mansfield actually, a maidener.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So is Annie based
sugar
out of Kilmore
for my
out near
honey.
you guys?
Sugar for
Yeah,
my
she's at
honey.
Kilmore.
I love it.
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah. Annie's pretty unique with naming her horses.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Absolutely. That's a ripper. So Tice, what have been some of the highlights for you so far through your riding career? What have you really enjoyed the most about it?
Just a couple of the wins were pretty good standouts for me, really. What else? I don't know. Just trying to improve myself, really.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the hardest
What's
bit.
been your favourite win so far?
I would have to say at Mansfield one day on Main Beach, he come from behind a little bit and yeah, it was a real close finish, so that was probably a most thrilling one for me.
How
But
many have you won on
nothing.
him now?
I think I'm four on him now. He won 4 last
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been very consistent.
5.
for
He
us.
won that. He won. Yeah, he won one the season before too.
Yeah,
So I've
Yeah.
won 5 on him now. Yeah.
yeah, we know to watch out for you too.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
something.
He's
Sorry, Tyson. There's something I found out
no, you
during
go,
the
Paul.
week
Yeah.
about you, which is quite interesting. You help at the Kilmore Trots, and you're a start assistant. Please explain what that is in the harness.
So mainly my job is just I go to the start where the horses are circling behind the mobile, and I'm just there to help the drivers if they need a hand with like readjusting gear or putting like tongue tie or something like that on or something like that. So I'm just pretty much there to help them, and then I just follow the field around while they race in case there's like an accident or a crash.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
at the start when they're sort of coming into line? Have you ever actually had the urge to jump on one of the trotters?
No, no, I actually haven't sat behind one yet, but I kind of want to sit behind one just see what it feels like.
I actually have.
Yep.
I actually have been on a sulky with someone next to me, and it's quite an experience.
Yeah, it'd be a different feeling, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are some other things that you'd really like to achieve throughout this picnic season? Have you got any goals that you've set yourself for?
I want to try and at least win one cup. I haven't won a cup yet.
Yep.
They're not really easy to win, are they?
No, they're not.
No, very
take a
hard
bit
to
of
win.
work.
Yeah, but
It's
I think
pretty
the only
competitive,
feature,
those ones.
the only feature race I've really won is the Golden Thumb with one of
Yep.
Jodie Thompson's horses. So
Yep.
yeah,
Now,
and that
you
was
used to ride
early
a lot
on.
of Jodies.
Yeah.
You used to ride a lot for Jodie. So do you still help her out at all, or is she?
Yeah, if she needs a hand, I'll help her out. But yeah, just busy with my own, and yeah, that's about it.
Yep. Where does Jodie train out of?
She's at Kilmore too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because her Normie Thompson.
Yeah.
I know Normie quite well, or a bit anyway. So yeah, he was very good entertainment.
Yeah.
Does he still own a fair few of her horses as well?
Yeah, Normie would own a few of hers too.
Yeah.
And they're supporters of the picnics too. So as you know,
always been supporters of the
they love the
picnics.
picnics. Yeah.
Lovely bunch of people. So you're kicking off this weekend. Is Tony going to make any of the treks up the mountains this year?
Yeah, he's come tomorrow actually to Hillsville.
Is he?
So, yeah, he'll be there.
Look out! Goodness help you.
Yeah. It's hard for him for the ones that are fairway way. It's hard for him to come because he's got horses at home he has to look after too. So
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, other people's horses. So
yep, fair enough.
Tyson, who do you like to beat? Which jockey do you like to go past at the winning post and go, got ya?
We all like to beat each other, don't worry.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, it's pretty competitive.
None of us are picky about who it is. It doesn't matter the
Come
name
on,
on the seat.
come on,
just
Tyson.
like to beat them all.
Come on, you got to pick one, mate. We've put this question on other jockeys. Come on, there's got to be one.
I don't know. I definitely like Sean gets a few wins, so it's definitely good. It's good.
When in doubt,
it's
just
good
say
to try and get Sean.
Absolutely.
When in doubt, go to the leading rider.
Yeah, who's your AFL team, Tyson?
I'm Essendon.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
There you go, Danny.
We got another one back.
He got another one back.
Yeah.
Finally.
I actually went to a few games this year. I bought a membership and went to a few games, so it was really good.
So you're a passionate member. Is your brother and dad and mum all Essendon as well?
Dad is, and then Ben's Collingwood and mum's Collingwood. So.
Oh, Ben, mum.
That'd be a good Anzac Day.
Yeah. It's entertaining, yeah.
I'll get into Ben tomorrow. He'll also want to see him. I go, I can't talk to you anymore. You're a Collingwood supporter. Go away. So I've pretty well finished for questions, Danny. You keep firing away.
Oh, look out. So, all right. Geez, you did that real well, didn't you? So who's your best one out of your lot for the weekend, Tice?
Out
of your
rides? I'd have to say, Femme Americane's probably most confident one, I think.
Yeah.
It just depends. Just depends what the run is like for her. That's the tricky part.
Got to say, not too
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, too short. Yeah, it just depends. If she gets too far back, it makes it pretty hard for her.
It's the only
if I
disadvantage
can-
when you got get back horses. They make their own
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah.
remember one night. I think it was the season, not last year, the season before. She ran at Moody Valley on a Friday night, and I think it was about a 7-horse field. She came last, but was only beaten by like 6 lengths. It was a top run.
Yeah, 5-6 lengths.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
it was a
if you get her
super
on the
effort.
right day, she's a very competitive horse.
Yeah. Doesn't have anything to do with the fact that she's female, that she sometimes isn't as competitive as others.
Yeah. She picks and chooses, I think.
I shouldn't say those sorts of things, really. So Tyson, what about Annie's other little horse? What do you reckon his chances are like for the Monday meeting? Is it a nice little horse?
Yeah, it's just very green. Still learning a lot, I think. So, hopefully, hopefully, she improves a little bit for Annie, and they'll make her happy.
Absolutely. So, what's been your favourite tracks to ride on?
I love going to Balnarring. That's a nice track to ride at. Yeah.
Yep.
Personal favourite, I think. Dedarang's probably the most one I've got attachment with because I've been going there since a little kid. So I love going to Dedarang.
Yep. So have you stayed back there after the last and had
the
every
year
factor?
Yeah, pretty much every year I stay back and stay the night.
So Tyson was the guy that fell through the roof onto the bar.
No, that wasn't me.
We had the president of Dedarang on, remember, Danny, and he said there was one night somebody fell through the roof and landed on the bar.
It gets pretty out of control. It's pretty good. It's good fun.
I think Mel and I really need to camp up there one year. I think that really has our name written all over it.
Yeah, so, I think this year for Dedarang, it's there's no meeting. There's normally a meeting on the Sunday.
They did that last year. So
I don't think there's a meeting on the Sunday.
Hopefully it works out again because they were going to open their club room so we could camp up there the night. Even if we had horses, they were going to put up yards. So I'm really excited. I'd love to see that happen again. And look out, we can get your fiance out and we'll get her to get you drunk for us and we can all
have a bit of fun.
So, absolutely. It'd be a great night up there.
Danny,
hell no, I'm too broke, mate. I'm not working, remember? I've got a broken arm. Not a broken arm, a stuffed shoulder. I can't afford it at the moment.
How is the shoulder going?
Slowly. I haven't quite driven anyone around the bend yet, but I'm working on it. So I haven't asked for assistance, so Paul hasn't had to come and cut up carrots yet.
I'm the best carrot cutter you've ever had, Danny.
Yeah, you're the only one that we took the knife off. I was watching him cut, and I'm like, oh no, I think I might just take that off you. You're a bit dangerous.
You're the one.
And of course, they're my husband's knife. They're really sharp. So
you're cutting towards you.
Yeah, I've had plenty of years practice. So anyway, she'll be right. All right. So Tyce, what do you get up to during the week? What's your week look like with wasting and those sorts of things? Do you get a bit of loud music out and go for a run with the sweat gear on, or?
I don't normally worry about the sweating until the day before or morning of. Otherwise, it just drains me too much. So I try and gradually just build the weight down from the start of the week. Just eat pretty light on, and I normally can lose a kilo a day kind of thing if I'm doing that. And then normally morning of, I lose about 2 kilos, 2.5, something like that.
Wow.
Geez, I think I need some education here. So how do you manage to do that? Do you just end up going on to eating salad and stuff or?
Yeah, just fruit and salad and stuff like that. Stuff that will pass through your system pretty quick.
Yeah.
But
then nothing.
And then the rest is just water weight, really.
Does it stop the hunger pains and that, Tyson? This is what worries me about when you guys fast. It's
you
real
do
funny.
it often enough, you don't notice it, Paul. This is the other thing
that's funny. I find it easy at the end of the week, like when the stomach's more empty. I don't feel that hungry.
You don't feel hungry.
What I mean? It's more going from having a full stomach down to trying to get to the nothing.
Mm.
But
And
yeah,
because you've never done it, Paul, you don't sort of know that it actually wears off. See, hunger's only temporary.
Yeah.
Thirst, however, will be more intense because thirst is something that doesn't tend to go away. Once you've got the
yeah,
dries, you adapt to it
Yeah.
and you've got it, but you'll always have the dries, whereas the hunger pains will go away.
Well, I know
Yeah,
when
that's
I'm
it.
hungry and I haven't eaten, I actually get pains and I have to eat. And I just so you obviously can bypass that.
You
Yeah,
have
you just
to.
try and block it out, and
Wow.
Yeah.
it'll go away eventually. It'll go away eventually.
But then you somehow and people don't realise that it's very energetic to ride a horse to the line, hard riding, whipping, and so forth. You need your energy as well. If you're not
No,
eating,
I generally in the
adrenaline
rooms,
kicks in for that as
that
well.
too, and I'll have a energy gel normally, something like that,
Yeah.
just before,
okay.
and that normally picks you up a bit.
What about Red Bulls and stuff like that? Do they work?
I find if it does if you only have like 1 or 2 rides, but I find if you have a few rides and you're drinking that, it more or less dehydrates you more, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the
And
caffeine.
because of the amount of caffeine in that's in it,
Yeah.
especially if you're particularly dry, it can actually give you the shakes, the caffeine and sugar
Yeah.
shakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's often not a really good way to go about it.
What
Because
about Powerades? Because they're sort of full of sugar. Does that help?
you can't drink that much in that time.
Yeah.
You can sip it, but that's it. Can't take that much fluid on board. Remember when you watch the races and you see the jockeys rinse their mouths and spit it out? Same thing.
Okay. You're all
Same
crazy.
thing. The pros do the same thing. It's exactly the same thing.
The same.
Okay.
Yeah. So just
But
they
yeah,
get paid a lot more than what we do.
hopefully in a couple of weeks' time, I'll have my weight under control a bit better, and I won't have to waste as much.
Fair enough. So you probably stay away from alcohol then, Tyson, or do you have the odd night where you'll have a few?
Yeah, normally it is hard. Probably on the Saturday, like if I ride Saturday, the Saturday and Sunday, maybe I'll just have a couple of drinks, but that's about it. For the rest of the week, it's back to focusing.
Because alcohol's one of the most fattening things, as we all know.
Yeah,
it's not the fat content, it's the sugar content. And it also depends on what mixes you drink it with. If you drink it straight, it's not so bad. If you can have one on the rocks or something like that, it's not so bad either. But it also depends what you're drinking it for too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of jockeys that'll drink neat spirits, and a lot of jockeys will drink neat vodka because it's the lowest one going. So they tell me.
Coming from experience, Danny?
No, I don't. I didn't have to ride light enough for long enough to have to worry about it. So I was pretty fortunate. So I was very lucky in that sort of sense. And but if there's other people that are doing it, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't follow suit at different times.
Yep.
But I'd often have soda water with mine.
And obviously fast food's just a no-no.
Yeah, most definitely, yeah.
Danny's laughing.
I am, just you. Fast food's a no-no, yes, Paul. Even heavy grains like rice and that's not always a goer because it stays in the body for too long.
So you're saying if you go buy Zoe a McHappy Meal, you don't grab a cheeseburger?
During picnic season, no, actually, to be honest,
Okay.
I don't. I wouldn't say that I don't now, but I do now, because it doesn't so much matter. But even like now, so I'm not, wouldn't say I'm watching it, but I'm being a little smart about it so I don't get too heavy. I try to limit the amount of bread I eat. On the odd occasions.
I find bread's hard for me.
Yeah, I love bread. And I'm the best through winter, toasted sandwiches and soup and that sort of thing. Toasted sandwiches, pasta, all those sort of carby things are great, and it's really easy to get suckered into. But and I'm shocking if I eat a couple of pieces of toast, I want more toast. Always seems to make me feel hungrier after I've eaten it. So through while I've been off with my shoulder and that, I've gone on to protein bars and bites and shakes to try and ensure that I don't get too podgy and chubby. So it's
I got out to about 75 in winter, so
wow,
I let myself go too much.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
hard to bring it.
I was playing football though at the same time, so I had to have a little bit of weight to play football.
Oh, who do you play footy for?
Otherwise, they'd blow you over.
Yeah, yeah. I found the few early games when I was still pretty light that I was getting thrown around a bit, but yeah.
Who do you
I was
play
up
for?
at I was up at Colburn Abbon this year
Okay.
or last season.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm
What
coming back
position
to
do you
Kilmore.
Okay.
On the wing.
And you're
Yep.
playing
On
in
the
the
wing.
ones?
No, just in the seconds, yeah.
Yep.
So just playing. Ben plays up at Colburn Abbon too, so
Okay.
he's in the first. So just go up there
Oh.
and play, and then watch him afterwards.
Oh, good stuff, mate.
Good way to stay fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good. It's a good club too. That's good.
Yep, beautiful.
What jumpers do they wear?
Like a green and gold kind of color.
And what's the theme song?
It's a bit of a unique one.
Okay.
It's not really to any other.
There's a lot of footy clubs follow AFL clubs and sometimes put their own words or whatever in it, but good to know that they got their own theme song.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, no,
absolutely.
it's a pretty funny theme song too.
Oh,
That's
I love
good.
it. You can sing us for it. See it, Tyson. Go on.
No, I'm not a good singer.
Oh, be nice. We'll fire a few quick questions off to him and then we'll let him run away.
I was about to say we've got just under 5 minutes, guys. So
yeah.
All right, Tice, we'll shoot some quick questions off. So, obviously not during picnic season, but in the off season, are you a pub man or are you a restaurant man?
Mixture of both, really. I don't go out really that often, but yeah, when I do, it probably is a big night. But yeah, no, the local pub's not bad on a Saturday night.
Oh, that's all right. So, are you a beer, wine, or spirits person?
It's funny. I used to be spirits, but then I used to hate drinking beer. I couldn't drink it, but then something just changed, and I love drinking beer now.
And that is the heaviest thing you can afford yourself to drink.
Yeah, that's it.
Favorite music?
I love my beer.
Yeah, absolutely, especially on a hot day. Favorite music?
Yeah, I like the older kind of songs, really. To be honest.
So, what sort of bands or stuff?
Just trying to think. I'm having a mental blank. Like AC/DC and all that. The harder rock stuff's not too bad.
awesome.
Yep. Foo Fighters, Powderfinger, AC/DC.
Yeah.
Cold Chisel.
Stuff.
Yeah. All of them, yeah.
He's our era, Danny.
Yep, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. There's quite a few of us out there, Paul. Don't you worry.
Back when people
favorite
actually
movie?
played instruments and it wasn't all done on a keyboard and on a computer.
Exactly. Yep. Favorite movie?
Not really big on movies, to be honest, but Fast and Furious, I liked all them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it, really.
So what's have you watched anything on the streamers or I watched
the trying to think the ranch. I can't remember what it's called. I'm having mental blanks.
I think it's past Tyson's bear time, Danny.
Yeah.
Now I've asked my main ones. Now I've got to think of something else. So you're not the only one having mental blanks. I can't even blame the pills this week because I'm not taking any. What's the best horse you've ever seen?
Probably Winx that I've seen in person. But I did love Black Caviar. Black Caviar was pretty good.
Yeah,
she was one of the best. She was one of the best for sure.
Yeah, they're both pretty bloody good. I wouldn't mind a tail hair of either of those.
Yeah, that's it. Make it a lot easier.
Absolutely. Holiday destination.
I love Fiji. I've been to Fiji a couple of times.
Yep.
I love going
What
there.
about in Australia?
Probably, I don't know. I've been up in Queensland a bit around there. So I love up in Queensland. It's pretty nice weather up there.
Yep. So where are you going to go for your honeymoon? Have you planned that, or are you leaving that to the partner?
We haven't really planned. We've been talking about it. We haven't really planned it yet. It's kind of because the wedding's in January, so
Tyson,
I'd prefer to wait until after.
we need to have a chat, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
All right.
you
no,
got to do these things outside of picnic season. And if you book it after May, it's after March, April. If you book them after April, there's normally a discount because it's off season.
yeah,
It's out of our picnic season as well. It works out really good.
yeah, that's it.
All right. We're just about out of time, guys. Absolute
worries.
pleasure
Thanks,
having you
guys.
on, Tyson. You know, and
No, thanks for having me.
when you ask a person to come on, Danny, and they say, I'd love to come on, it'd be an honour and that, you just think, what a superstar person. So, absolute,
No,
as I
thanks for
said,
having me.
you are an absolute, a pleasure of a person to know, Tyson, and you're just so nice and wonderful and lovely manners, mate. I can't talk any more higher of you, mate. You're a superstar.
No, thanks, Paul. No, thank you.
Tyson, great. Good luck for the weekend. I hope you have a great season. And it's really
No,
nice to
thanks,
have you on
Danny.
the show. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
And
Oh,
we will
good.
catch up. I'll point you all at Mansfield.
Very quickly, we've got a special show Monday night before Mansfield, Danny, and we've got an
Yep.
up-and-coming race caller on. We won't say who it is. We like surprises, but he's another
Well,
superstar
he'll
guy.
definitely have a better memory than what you and I will.
We might have to have it earlier so you guys aren't falling asleep. All right. Thank you, Tyson. Thank you, everyone.
No,
And, of
thanks,
course,
Paul.
thank you to
Thanks,
Picnic
Danny.
Bet. We love Picnic
Thanks,
Bet.
mate. Take care.